What's up, guys? One thing I noticed is we love the moves that our athletes make on the court. From the layups to the dunking, or even on the field to the touchdowns. No matter what sport it is, we love all the moves. But have you ever thought about the moves that they make off the court? If you have, you're in the right place. I'm Nafi, and this is Off the Court Moves. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Court Moves. I'm Nafi, and this is presented by Indoor Pro. Our dreams is to make your dreams come true. And I'm excited for our next guest, one of my personal favorites, the one and only Loni Sales. It's a top right here. Catch the app, I swear he lay right there. I will cross, but I ain't I've been waiting. I've been waiting the whole time for this. I'm boosting.
Just a little bit.
All right, so we'll just hop right into it because I don't think Loni knows you are a very important person locally in Greenville, where you're from, correct?
For sure, yeah.
Know it or not, you've always kind of set it the standard, whether it was on the court or off the court. We'll definitely dive into all of that about the person you are, but just tell me about your beginnings and about your upbringing, basically.
Born and raised in Greenville, South Carolina. So I started playing basketball when I was 5. My brother, I had a ball in my hand before I was 5. My actual organized basketball was 5 at Redemption, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, before I had to play on the boys basketball team because they didn't have no girls team at the time. So that's how it all started and just went from there.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your family. Do you have any siblings, or were you just always the only one?
No. With my mom, it's me and my older brother. We got the same dad.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on my dad's side is 7 other ones. So I got 4 sisters and 3 brothers.
Yeah. So was it your brother's team you had to play on?
My older brother didn't really play like that. He played in high school, but it wasn't nothing too crazy.
Okay.
My uncles played basketball mostly, though.
All right. And we have a little bit of a rapport. We actually met in middle school.
Yeah.
Malden Middle. At Malden Middle. And that was just one of the things. I'm like, when I first met you, you just always had that cool, calm vibe about you. You were hooping then.
Yeah.
So I guess you would consider that was like the hooper. You were a hooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I started at Malden. Yeah, I played 7th grade at Malden, and I was supposed to play at Southside at high school, but I had tried out, and they told me I couldn't not play on the team because I had made the team. So I played at Malden, and then my 8th grade year I played at Southside.
Okay. So were you zoned for Southside, or you?
Yeah, I was zoned.
Okay.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
You made it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fact. So going through middle school and then your transition from high school, I want to say you were like always one of the youngest to kind of play on the older team.
Yeah.
What was that like?
They made me the person that I am today, being a vet on different teams. So I've always been the rookie, and I learned to listen more than to talk. So they installed a lot of stuff into me. I couldn't, the Southside team that won, I forgot what year that was. They won the championship. I was up in all of them, Nikki, all of them. I was up in all of them. I just took it all in. And when they went off, I just installed that to the next generation. That's all.
So did you ever play at Southside for varsity?
Yeah, I played my 8th grade year and then my 9th grade year too. Okay,
and then that's when we met at Greenville.
Yeah, I moved around a lot in high school. So after Southside in 9th grade, I moved to Greenville, and I played there my 10th and 11th grade year. And then after that, I left and went to Legacy and graduated from Legacy.
Okay. So basketball's always been a vehicle for you. Yeah. I guess even open doors for you to be, even more social with social, people.
Yeah, that's how I know almost everybody in Greenville pretty much, because I've been at every school.
Do you think if it wasn't for basketball, you would be as social?
Definitely, it was definitely basketball because I'm a quiet person. I might goof off a little bit, but only if I know you. Yeah. But basketball definitely made me a social person and made me open up to different people.
Yeah. So for your love for basketball started at a young age. I believe you said before you were 5, you had a basketball in your hand. What other sports were you ever interested in?
I played softball 1 year. I think that was at Southside, and I ran track as well. I used to run track when I was little at Redemption as well.
Okay. And then basketball just stuck out.
Yeah, I didn't like being outside, so basketball was the one.
Right. All right.
Outside ain't for me.
You're transitioning from different high schools. Was it personal? Was it like coaching staff changes? Because it seems like you say you kind of were under a lot of people at Southside. Did you really want to like finish there, or?
I mean, I did at one point, and then like it came to like playing time, like always. Felt like I could like take my talent somewhere else and like help out somebody. So I just transferred to Greenville, and I was happier there. And I think I was starting. I believe I can remember, but I was starting there, and I loved it.
No, we're not that old where you can't remember.
I done got hit in the head too many times.
Yeah, that contact sport.
For
I
sure.
want to say you were starting. I went to a few games.
Yeah, I was starting.
You had a solid team too. Greenville was definitely. Well, Greenville's always been okay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and just getting over that playoff hump.
Yeah, we lost in the third round. Broke my heart, and then I only left to go to Legacy because I felt like Legacy was someone that helped me get into college. So yeah, I left out of there, and I was hurt, so I didn't get to play at Legacy.
Well, the name is in the school. It's a college-bound school, so
exactly.
Would you say that move was more like strategic? Like your mind kind of already shifted to college your senior year?
It did. It definitely shifted, especially because I was hurt too. I couldn't keep playing to get coaches to recognize me, so I had to do my schooling more than ever.
Okay. So I want to just rewind just a little bit because as a guest, as the audience knows, I know you a little bit already before coming into this. What would you say to people that are trying to figure out like who you are? Because like you said, if you don't really know the person, you're not going to be like jokey with them. Exactly. I think a lot of people see you as like a quiet, just chill person. Like what would your answer be to that? Like who are you, once they get to know you?
Caring, loyal, a very goofy person. I'm going to smile all the time. Even if I don't know you, speak to me, I'm going to smile. I mean more before you know me, though, but I'm really a chill person.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Nothing too much. Yeah. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I mean, I
get along with pretty much anybody. For that.
I get along with pretty much anybody, so
yeah.
I say I'm a pretty outgoing person when you get to know me.
And I'd be remorse if I didn't bring up where did your love for fashion come into play? Because that's one of the things I first noticed about you when I started to get to know you. I was like, well, she can really dress. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
appreciate that.
I have to talk about that. That's been requested.
Man, fashion came from, I don't know, honestly. I guess social media played a part in that. And then people in Greenville, we all just dress up. So I guess it really just holding yourself to a certain standard, I guess. I kind of hate that sometimes because it's like, you feel like you can't dress down because you think somebody's going to think something different. But come to a point where you just dress how you want to dress. And I like you look good, you feel good. That's just how I be feeling.
Yeah. You remember that one? Do you remember one time I ran into you downtown? I think it was 4th of July or something.
Yeah.
You had on like this fire fit. And I was just like, I got to take a picture.
You took a picture?
Yeah, you had on like yellow ones matching with the shirt.
Oh, yeah. Me and my best friend had on like matching shoes.
Yeah. Y'all was just dripped up.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So the more compliments that you have getting and notoriety about your fashion, does that change a little bit to where like, all right, well, I gotta put this on because people know.
It make you think
you
a little twice.
That
make
standard.
You think twice before putting it on for sure. I changed my outfit about 5 times before I put one on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, 5 times. So we get the exclusive here on Endure. Loni puts it on about 5 times before she settles down to the one.
No, for real, because if you put it on, it might not feel right. It look right, but it don't feel right. So once you find the one, it just feels right. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a small little break before we dive into more about Loni Sales. So I would like to take this time out to shout out Lady Endure. It's the official cosmetic division of Endure Pro. It offers lash, lip, hair, and body service. You can follow Lady Endure on Instagram at Lady Endure, so that's at _ Lady Endure. We're excited to have you. Let's transition over to you going into college. And what was that like from Legacy, early college, and going and playing college ball?
Well, Legacy, I had to come over like a lot of obstacles because I hurt my left knee the summer before going into Legacy. So I tore my ACL like a clean tear, nothing else. and I didn't get to play. I was trying hard to get back to play, but I didn't get to play at all. I got to like warm up in the senior night, but that was about it. So transferring from there like to college, I ain't had no coaches recruiting me, and then I had one coach at Tuscaloosa University, and he recruited me. I went there and got there, and I ain't gonna say I hated it, but like it really taught me how to be like to build a strong mental. And after that, I had transferred out because me and the coach just we ain't clicked like that. But that was just freshman stuff, and every freshman go through it. And then I went from there.
That's what I hear a lot.
Yeah.
Freshman year is like almost one of the hardest years.
The hardest year ever. Like if you don't have like a strong mental or build one, it's gonna break you every time.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, I lost the love for basketball after that, and I had came back home. And I was like, I'm about to just go to school and just go to school just to be going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at something just clicked. Something clicked, and I just started back working out again, working out by myself.
What was that something? Do you know what it was?
I feel like I had to prove him wrong. I had a chip on my shoulder about proving my coach wrong because he felt like I couldn't do it. So proving him wrong is what motivated me. And then I just had to prove myself right to know I could play at that level. So once I just started working out, my mom was like, just one day out of the blue, she was like, why you don't go work out with your cousin? I was like, who is my cousin? And she was like, Ron White. I was like, who is Ron White? And then she was like, he be up there at Legacy. So I went up there one day, and I kid you not, this is a conversation me and Ron had. He was like, why you come? I was like, I didn't want to come. My mama told me to come. And he was like, so what you come for? Like, you shouldn't have came. I was like, I'm here now, might as well work out. And ever since then, me and Ron been locked in since then.
That's exactly how that story really went to knowing you. But now when you see Ron, you see you. When I see you, I see Ron. That's like y'all are like that.
That's my dog for sure.
Man, and that's how the relationship started. That's crazy.
And it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have got to play at USC Sakahachi.
Yeah.
He got me in over there, and I played there. I had probably one of my best seasons ever. I was happy. I was back playing basketball, the game I love. They love me there, and I could shine. I got to take on that leadership role and like leading them to like the level we had got to. I don't remember what it was, but I just had like a lot of records and stuff there. And then from Sauk, I moved around a lot in college, obviously. From Sauk, I went to Indian River State College, and I only left Sauk because I didn't have a full ride, and my mom was coming out of pocket, and I didn't want to pay for nothing no more. So I left and went to Indian River, had a full ride, everything paid for. Coach said I'd come in, start, do this, do that. And she kept on working. I went up there and I played for her and had a great season there as well. And that was just a JUCO, so I had to leave out of there. And I was supposed to go to Virginia State, but HBCU stuff was a little backed up. So I ended up going to Davenport University.
Backed up because of COVID?
It was just HBCU, just not on top of stuff like that. And I really wanted to go, but there was a lot of stuff going on. And then I transferred to Davenport University, where I graduated from, in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Sheesh. Wow, that's a lot. So that's like introducing the business side of basketball to a lot behind, which some people really just don't know. They just know that games are being played and people are athletes, but they don't see that side.
Exactly.
Did that take a toll on you figuring out that other side of it?
Oh yeah, very stressful. That builds mental too, because if you don't have the mental to get through that process, then when you get there, you ain't gonna make it. So it's just like, just keeping hope, keeping faith, and like, you're gonna make it. That's all I can say about that.
And what people also don't know, were you injured before you transferred to the University in Michigan?
Nah, I got injured my senior year.
Okay.
So not even before the season started, I probably played like a couple games. And my goal when I got there is like, I'm gonna get my stats up and I'm gonna go overseas and like play pro. That's always my dream. And then took an impact to the knee, to the right knee, and I tore my ACL, both meniscus, and I fractured my tibia bone. And that right there like shattered my dreams completely. And that just, I don't know, that took a toll on me bad. Like depression and mental health is real. And that right there sent me into mental health bad. But I ended up getting through it for sure.
Yeah, so was that like another one of your mindsets when you were like, okay, Furman again? Because, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I was just thinking, like, honestly, I don't even know if I want to keep playing basketball or not. That's just because injuries come, like, every time I feel like I'm breakthrough about to come an injury, like, hit me. So I was just like, maybe it's something I need to, like, find myself off the court, you feel me? So that's been the focus lately.
Said find yourself where?
Off the court.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a perfect transition into who you are now and what you plan to be. What are some of those things you're starting to think of off the court?
So my bachelor's is in medical case management, and I've had an internship at DSS. I don't know if that's something I really want to do, but I did enjoy doing it. But trying to stay in the medical field, but really like long term, I want to be a jeweler. I've always been good with my hands, so if that work out, I'm trying to get in school to learn all that, and then that's just the next step, just learning how to transition into that and find myself at the same time, because I don't know who Loni Sales is without basketball, really, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. So finding yourself throughout the process of like adulting, what do you think are the necessary steps to do that? Is it just like putting yourself in situations you've never been in and rooms you've never been in? Like, what would that look like?
Yeah, it's definitely putting yourself in situations you've never been in. Sometimes it takes just being by yourself, like nobody else around. Like me personally, like for me to grow, I have to be like off by myself, and it forces me to be independent and think for myself. Just, I don't know how to explain it. Like being by myself forces me to transition into the person I need to be, instead of having somebody like leaning on somebody to help me. Like I know somebody gonna get me through this. Now I gotta get myself through it.
Yeah.
Especially adulting, because that's hard.
That's real. That's real. So what advice would you give to someone that is about, adulting, or just even about to be a freshman in college or want to play sports in high school, just someone younger?
Keep going. Like, no matter how hard it get, you got to wake up and keep going the next day. Like, I've always told myself to keep going, like, no matter what. If you don't stop, like, running a mile, I hate running miles, but my coach always told me to keep your feet moving. So you wake up, keep your feet moving, you're going to get it where you got to go.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So speaking, I got to bounce back on the jewelry, because I don't really wear jewelry, but, I might be iced up next time I rock with you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And if I'm there, well, I'm going to be there. Yeah. Just watch. I'm going to ice you out for sure.
Yeah. And
I'm going to get you a little piece with a little logo and everything.
That's tough. So it's something that you're studying out. You might want to go down that road and looking into it.
I watch videos all the time, like everything.
That's what's up. Well, Loni, I really appreciate you joining us. We have a little gift for you, for joining. Star-studded guest. You just been drafted into the EP family, so I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, that's tough. I appreciate that.
Yes. So that's it for this episode. I would like to thank everyone for actually tuning in of this episode of Off the Court Moves. And guys, remember to keep striving, keep persevering, and keep enduring. All right, thank you.
You know that. I like that. You're straight.
Yes.
And they wanna want this. I was lost, I had to find myself. Ain't paranoid, but the Glock on here. It's a top right here. Catch the op, I swear he lay right there. I would cross, but I ain't far right there. And I don't see competition. I'm in tune with my vision. I know these bitches come and go. And she said she ain't no free, but she a eater. Been crossed so many times, feeling like Jesus. My back against the wall, I never free.